Hey Lego fans, welcome to Brick TV. My name's Chris and today it's my distinct pleasure to be looking at another Lego Dimensions Fun Pack. And this is one I've been really looking forward to for a very long time. And just look at it. I don't think it's going to disappoint. So this is 71238. This is the Lego Dimensions Doctor Who Fun Pack. And in it you get the Cyberman and you get the Dalek. And that's pretty much the total package for me. But before I just start spewing my love upon this, because to be honest, I think this is brilliant. I am going to tell you why. I'll go into it in details. But just look at what you get. You get a Cyberman minifigure and you get a brick-built Dalek. Now usually in the Lego Fun Packs, the brick-built mini model is usually secondary and superfluous in most cases. I very rarely use them unless when you absolutely have to. This is the first one, I think, where I actually adore the mini build. That's a minifigure to me. They've done a really good job with this Dalek. So there you've got two fantastic characters in one pack. So it's brilliant. So let's look at what you get. So in the box, excuse me. So yeah, you got the brick-built Dalek. That comes in a little bag or two little bags, and here are examples of the three different alternate modes for the game. So what I'll do is I'll quickly run through. I'll quickly look at the minifigure and the Dalek first, and then we'll talk about the actual dimensions part of it, because I know some people are just interested in the Lego for Lego's sake, and maybe not the dimensions game, which is fine. So let's address the Cyberman first. So this is not the classic Whovian Cyberman. It's the new 2000s version, but it's still really nice. Lovely base, front and back printing on the torso. It's brilliant, absolutely beautiful. I mean, even down to the teardrop eyes there, and the antennas on the head. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I expected then, because I'd forgotten how it had gone together. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Really nice printing. I'd just be happy to have 20 of these guys just lined up. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing I can say wrong about that. They've absolutely smashed it. Oops. The Dalek is also brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a real stickler for having exposed studs. I hate having exposed studs in all my builds. This is actually the first time in anything I've come across where it's necessary for that telltale Dalek kind of bobbling on the lower body. It does keep popping away from its base. It's a single connector there. It's not a great fit in terms of clutch power. It's fine, but the join there is not terrific, so it will keep dropping off. But it looks even better. And take it off its base, and it's even better. I'll try and keep it on this for the sake of this review. So from the side view, so it's even got that telltale slope to the front. So, I mean, I know in the show the Daleks have got a more rounded body. You're not going to be able to do that on this scale, but this is a terrific attempt at it. The gun and the plunger, they're both present. Bit of printing there on the head, and the telltale eye stalk. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I really like it. The slope at the front is quite cleverly done. If I just remove that, you can see. So you've got the old 1x2 kind of rocker brick there, which just gives a bit of a slope to that, and that just pops back on. Let me just compare. So this is not the first Dalek, and I'm gonna show you. So the Lego Ideas set 21304, the Lego Ideas Doctor Who set, had two Daleks in it, and you might be surprised to know that this isn't the same as those. I was very surprised. I would expect to see just a carbon copy. So here is, I haven't actually opened this. This set is still sealed. So that's the one you get in the Lego Ideas set. This is the one you get in the Dimensions Fun Pack. So you can see there's some significant differences. That the headpiece is the same, the eye stalk begins the same, but on the idea set it has an extra piece which turns around the final round stud there. The neck is the same, and then it's completely different. So for the Lego ideas, they've gone with 1x1 clips holding the plunger and the gun. Whereas here, they've got them coming out the front, and both elements are different to those using the ideas set. The Lego ideas plunger is better. The gun is, neither here nor there. But crucially, so on the Lego ideas set, they're coming out of the sides, and that is not Dalek accurate. I quite like them. I prefer them coming out the front, which is what you see on the show. Moving down, the Lego ideas body is much more intricate, but it's not as symmetrical as what we have here for the Lego Dimensions Fun Pack. And I mean, Lego Dimensions version ends in this this round clipped piece, whereas as you can see in the Lego Ideas set on the left, they've just got some tiles, just some black tiling there to give the impression of the round bit. So they're missing out there. All in all, I think this is a superior version. So I'm quite glad they didn't actually just throw in another one of these guys. It is a bit of a shame. Anyone who's begun building an army with these, this is going to stand out, I think. But I think this is the better version to build with. And it's cheaper. Right, let's put that back away. A couple of niggles, I suppose. It's a shame the way they've there's a base. There's the two 1x2 black plates there on top of this, getting in the way. I don't think actually they're needed. Certainly not for show accuracy. So what I'm actually going to do, I mean, I've already tested this just before I roll the camera, so this should. Yes, that's right. So can you see these two trans blue studs on this part? Oh goodness, it's all falling apart. They were getting in the way. So I'm going to remove these. Put that back on. Reassemble my Dalek. It's kind of falling apart. But bear with me and we will get there. Right, so I've taken out the blue studs and I've taken out two 1x2 plates, which means this will now, there we go, perfect clutch fit. So it's back, this goes back in, and so what you've got now, you've got the circular element really close to the body again, looking more like a Dalek should, and this slope is not any the worse off for not having those two studs. In fact, I actually think it's better. I'm not going to say I've improved on their design. I'll let you be the judge. I think that's a nice version. So absolutely brilliant. Really, really, really like that. And what I will say is, just if you're just into, you just want the Lego and you're not bothered about dimension, this is the first Lego Fun Pack, and there have been a lot, where actually this is perfect for army building. You've got two characters that are designed to be en masse. They're never supposed to be just one of each. All the other characters are all individuals for Lego Dimensions. Whereas here, you're supposed to have multiple Cybermen, multiple Daleks, and they would look brilliant together. So if you can actually get more, I love these so much, I went and bought a second pack, and I'm going to keep trying to add to these, because the more you get of these to display together, I think the better they're going to look. This is fantastic. So I fully recommend it, just based on the look of these parts alone. I think that the minifigures are brilliant. So let's talk about what they're like in the game. Are they worth getting for the game? You bet they are. Absolutely fantastic. The Cyberman, I'm sorry, I realise I'm probably saying fantastic an awful lot. You might be able to tell that I'm enthused about this one. I love the game, so I have 100% of the game. I was waiting for this. I'm very conscious about what you get for your money, because Dimensions is an expensive hobby. it's not, if you want to get the most out of it, you're going to have to throw money at it. It's made me very cautious about who does what and what you get in terms of value for money. And for this fun pack, I think it's terrific value for money. For a start, the Cyberman minifigure gets you access to the Doctor Who World hub, which you can only get access to it previously if you'd bought the Doctor Who level pack, which is about £25. So this is for £15 full price. You know, usually you can get it on sale. So that means you can get access to the hub world for Doctor Who without actually having Doctor Who. You're not going to get to play the level, but at least you can play the hub world. And there's hours of fun in that one. So that gets you in there. And in terms of the characters, the Cyberman is a terrific character. Really great all-rounder. He doesn't have anything unique to him, thankfully, because that's actually really annoying when you have to buy a single character for a single attribute. Yes, Aquaman, I'm looking at you. Cyberman is a really, really good all-rounder. I've just made a note of what he can do. So he can use hacking terminals, he's got technology, he's got X-ray, which is you know, kind of rare. A mind control, he can swim underwater, so he can do all the above underwater. He's got the drone ability, which is super rare. Only him and Emmett Brown have that. And he's got silver Lego blow up. I know that last one's common as muck. But the fact is he can do all those things and he can do them underwater, which you are going to need. There are not many characters who can do that. Underwater mind control, off the top of my head, him and Wonder Woman, maybe one of that, the Ninja Go android. Maybe 3 characters out of that entire set. I mean, I've not looked that one up, but hacking, technology, X-ray, mind control, underwater, drone, silver Lego blow up, all for one character. And he sounds great as well. He's got lots of great dialogue in the game. You put him inside the TARDIS, brilliant, very funny. So I can't recommend that character. I had him on my plate all the time because I was always going back to him. He's really useful. The Dalek is just like most mini builds, neither use nor ornament, to be honest. It's I put it in the game once just to build it, and then didn't use it since. So base level Dalek, you level tier 1, he can use the target ability, but there's multiple other characters can do that. Upgrading to level 2, he's got flight and he's got gold Lego blow up. He's got a laser. So between the two of them, that's silver and gold covered. And then if you upgrade him all the way to level 3, so you can still fly, you can do silver. He's got flight dock and flight hook, but pretty much every flying vehicle has flight dock and flight hook. So really nothing particularly out of the norm, but he still just looks amazing. So honestly, I've got nothing but good words to say about these. Oh, something I should have probably said at the very top of the review for those people that don't. Are maybe not familiar with dimensions or don't really get into it. The instructions, and I use that term very, very loosely, are not that. You open it, you've got the instructions to put the Cyberman together. Thank you, didn't really need them. And that's it. And the rest of it is just one big advertisement for dimensions products, and then on the last page you've got the elements list. So lots of nice light and dark tan from the Dalek. Not many parts in that one, but really clever design, really nice little parts. So what you're actually missing there, you're missing the instructions to build the Dalek. Anyone who plays the game will know that they are held inside the game itself. Only accessible when you drop the Cyberman onto the toy pad. So if you buy this and you don't have the actual game, you're going to struggle to build your Dalek. So what you're going to have to do is online, there's plenty of kind people who've taken those in-game instructions and made videos or done screen captures. So you can jump on the internet, do a quick search for Lego Dimensions Dalek instructions, you'll be able to find it. So you know you're not without options. Just you need to know that you're not going to be able to build this out of the box. You're going to have to go a little bit further. And the same applies to the base for the Dalek is a blank toy tag. Just again, if you've not played the game, you won't know that. That's absolutely blank. To get the Dalek in-game, you have to drop the Cyberman onto the toy pad. That will bring up the build instructions for the Dalek, and from there you can use the blank one to write the Dalek onto it. That's important if you were thinking of buying this, keeping the Cyberman, selling the Dalek. If you haven't already done it in the game and written to it, that's a blank disc. You're going to be selling a blank disc. Keep that in mind. You have to have the Cyberman to be able to write the Dalek onto that. Get a little bit complicated. Okay, that's it. That brings me to the end of this. To sum up, this is the best Lego Fun Pack out of the entire range. Hands down, easily. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think they're absolutely fantastic. If you're not a Doctor Who fan, you've never seen it, I encourage you, go and watch it. It's a lot of fun. Great characters, great enemies, Dalek, Cyberman, absolute classics. So, brilliant. Thank you, Lego, for doing this. It genuinely made my day. There's nothing I don't like about it, and I strongly, strongly recommend it. Okay, thank you for suffering through this gushing review. And they won't all be like this. This is just, I really, really like these. So, thanks for watching, taking the time to sit with me through it. If you've enjoyed it, please drop me a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to share it, that helps us spread the word. So, thank you very much, and I'll be back with more reviews soon. Thank you.